And we are starting with some breaking news coming in as far as the investigation into the Amravati murder case, where sources have now told your channel of international funding angle that is now being determined in the investigation by the authorities in concern. The mastermind who owns the Rebar Helpline NGO has received funds from countries which had raised a red flag in the matter. Financial transactions are now being scrutinized to really determine the other international links in the case as well. Remember, this has been the latest update as far as the Amravati killing is concerned, a gruesome manner in which we saw how a chemist was in fact murdered and beheaded by a group of 3 people. My colleague Arunil will also be joining us on this broadcast as well. Yes, Arunil, take our viewers to what exactly the authorities in concern are stating as far as the foreign links are concerned now.
Well, this is a very crucial development that we are bringing for our viewers. We've been reporting from the city of Amravati since last six days. Now an international funding angle has also emerged. Close sources have confirmed 2 times now from the National Investigation Agency as also from the Amravati police that the Rebar Foundation, which was mainly under the spotlight because the owner of Rebar Foundation, which is an NGO, Irfan Sheikh, has been seen as the main mastermind. After going through the digital evidences of Irfan Sheikh and the bank account details of Rebar Foundation as well as the computers of Rebar Foundation and Irfan Sheikh, it has come to the fore that several large amount of money from several blacklisted countries against whom red flags are being raised in the past by the central government as well. They had given money to Rebar Foundation. So with respect to these threatening calls that were being made across Amravati, was there an international link behind it? That is the main question that comes to the fore. Behind the killing of Umesh Kole as well, was it obviously it was done to threaten the people, to give out a message to people of India. So is there an international organization or a foreign country behind it? That has been probed by the NIA over here as well. And yesterday one more important development that happened was PFI, that is Popular Front of India, one leader, Mr. Nadvi, he was basically detained for around 12
so
hours.
Several angles are now emerging importantly, and stay with us, Arunil. Major General G.D. Bakshi also joins us on this broadcast. Major General Bakshi, this is certainly an important update in the Amravati murder case, where apart from the NIA taking over the case, they have already in a way raided 13 different locations. International funding angle is now being determined.
Absolutely. You see, there are jihadi organizations which are fishing in troubled waters, which are trying to muddy the waters in India. And the lowest cost investment for them is to try and create communal tension, communal disharmony as part of terrorist plots, to destabilize India. And towards that extent, we are having the Pakistani ISI, which has been in very close contact with the perpetrators in Udaipur, and now we are getting that even the Amravati group, there is this PFI functionary who was in contact with external agencies, external foreign countries, and receiving funds for these nefarious activities. The lowest cost investment is to try and create communal tensions in India, exacerbate communal disharmony, and weaken the country, set it ablaze with riots, etc., communal tension. This is part of a larger external plot. And we have to see that we come down heavily on these external sponsors. It cannot be one-way street and business as usual, that they try and destabilize our country, create unrest and disquiet, and we just lump it. That cannot happen.
And Major General G.D. Bakshi, another question to you. Like yesterday we were reporting, and we also accessed that autopsy and post-mortem report that once again exposes how this looks like an ISIS-style attack as well. And that's the reason why there have been indication of international links. Thanking Major General G.D. Bakshi for joining us here on this broadcast. We'll